Don't let that record, we talked about this last week, don't let that record deceive you. They've played some great competition, and they're peaking.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. They through the district in that wasn't any lack of focus or anything. And now, Lorain in a little bit of a different situation than they normally are because they're an underdog. And, not that we were here a couple years ago and they were an underdog.
Right.
And how'd that turn out? So they're playing their best basketball right now, the Titans are. Obviously, this is when you want to be doing so. They do have quite a challenge here tonight, though, with this talented St. Ed's.
Well, let's talk about St. Ed's a little bit. 24-1 they're about
when you get to there's not any pretend. For the Titans is that everything's going to be magnified. You can't turn the basketball over. You've got to take care of your business on the boards. You got to defend every single possession. And, it comes down to, we always talk about it, Don, it's not a 32-minute game. Break it down into segments. Each segment elapse. You want to be, hey, we got a chance to win this thing, and come down to the final 4 minutes. Have yourself in the basketball game. Who knows what will happen.
All right, we're going to take our first break tonight. We'll step away. When we come back, we'll start talking starting lineups and get you a little closer to tip-off. We'll be right back in a moment on WDLW and WLCS TV 20.
Are you kidding me?
I-90 Nissan has over 300 new Nissans, NV commercial vehicles, and 100 used vehicles available. An award-winning service department and parts department, too, 4 years in a row. A clean slate program for those with less than perfect credit, and rental vehicles available for your convenience. I-90 Nissan treats people the way they deserve to be treated. Check out all the discounts, offers, specials, and services at BigNissanI90.com. I-90 Nissan in Sheffield on Detroit Road.
Are you kidding me?
Attention Elyria, it's coming. I said it's coming. Campana's Pizza is coming to Elyria soon. Voted the #1 pizza in Ohio by anyone who's ever tasted it. Get your taste buds ready for Campana's Pizza, 301 Broad Street. Opening soon, or check out campanas.com.
Bed sores, bone fractures, malnutrition, or even death. If you or a loved one has been a victim of abuse from nursing home negligence, you may be entitled to compensation. To find out if your case qualifies, call attorneys Murner and Pasternak at 440-647-9505 or online at MurnerLawFirm.com. I win, you win, get paid.
Lorain Growth Corporation, representing Lorain since 1996. Lorain Growth Corporation brings in over 20,000 visitors to the downtown area with events like Winterfest, Brewfest, the Model Train, and the Caboose displays at Black River Landing. This summer, they'll be announcing another annual event, which will be announced soon. Visit LorainGrowth.org.
Of course, you give your children all the right tools they need to succeed in school. So have you had their eyes checked yet? An eye exam by the professionals at Lang Optical in Elyria may very well be one of those right tools. Vision changes can be very subtle. Children may not even notice. Good vision is your child's most important school supply for a successful school year. Call Lang Optical today at 365-9311. Lang Optical helps you see the difference.
Hall Rentals. If you're looking for a place to have a holiday party, a wedding, family reunion, you don't have to be a member to rent the Slovak Club halls. They can provide either buffet or sit-down catering. 245-5146. It used to be that there were fish fries on every corner when Friday rolled around. There aren't many left these days, but luckily we still have the Slovak Club fish fry every Friday starting at 11 a.m. for lunch through dinner. Say hi to the people who make you feel special at the American Slovak Club on Broadway in Lorain.
Do you want a college degree but aren't sure how to balance work, school, and family? Lorain County Community College offers programs designed to get you to the finish line quickly and affordably. Our advisors are ready to help you navigate the process and get you started toward a better future. Learn more at lorain.edu. That's LorainCCC.edu.
And I mean a motorcycle. When you insure it, you want to insure it with an agency that is familiar with motorcycles to make sure the coverage is right for you. Hi, I'm Mark Janasco, and my brother and I ride, and we know motorcycles. I also work at Janasco Insurance Agency. A question I get a lot is, which motorcycle insurance is the best? Well, that depends on you and your bike. We customize policies based on customers' needs. Call me, Mark Janasco, at Janasco Insurance. We ride, we protect, we care. Janasco Insurance since 1953 in downtown Lorain.
And welcome back once again to James A. Rhodes Arena, site of this evening's Division I regional semifinal. We said we'd start taking a look at the starting lineups, and we'll do that. We'll start with the Lorain High Titans. No real surprise here. We'll see a pretty traditional starting lineup. Aaron Whitehead, the 5'10 senior guard, averaging 13 points a ball game, 2.5 rebounds, 3.5 assists. We're joined by Jordan Jackson, almost 12 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists as a 6'4 senior guard. Devontae Jackson, 6'1 junior guard, 8.5 points, 4.5 boards, almost 3 assists. He'll be joined by Deontay Benegan, 12 points, 3.5 boards. These stat lines are just impressive. 6'1 senior guard, and rounding out the starting lineup, the big guy underneath and outside and all over the place, Seth Wilson, a 6'3 junior, 14.5 points a ball game, almost 7 rebounds, and almost 3 assists. That's complete.
Well, they're very balanced. That's one thing you look at Lorain, and everybody, pretty much double figures, and they can shoot the basketball. So hopefully, they're on their A game here tonight, and they're going to need to be on their A game tonight here for Eds.
Well, Eds will bring to the floor a pretty impressive lineup as well. 6'4 senior Grant Huffman, along with Montori Foster, a 6'2 junior guard. Steve Logan will take the court tonight, a 6'3 senior. Now, these are based on kind of what they've done through the better part of the year. Devontae Blanton, a 6'6 senior. Devontae averages 20 points a game, 7.5 rebounds, and almost 3 assists. That's a nice stat line as well. And then Brennan Rains will be the big on one of the smaller guys. He'll join the court, a 5'10 senior point guard, so he'll run the show out front.
Yeah, very balanced, and what you're going to see with Eds is they're going to be able to shoot it. They've got a lot of different weapons as well here, but it's going to come down to the basics, Don. It always does. Take care of the ball, defend like crazy, and, get after it. The sobering thought, thinking this could be your last high school basketball game if you're a senior. So nothing to hold back for sure.
There's a big group of seniors over on that Lakewood St. Ed's Eagles squad. We're going to join in the celebration of our country. And with that, we're just that much closer to tip-off. Our tip-off tip is brought to you by the Ohio Educational Credit Union. So here it is. Access your OHECU accounts anytime, anywhere. with your smartphone or your tablet. Our mobile banking is easy to use, secure, and free with our smartphone and our tablet app. So it's Easy Ohio Educational Credit Union. So you were talking, just before we stopped for the national anthem, Jim, you were talking about fundamentals and just kind of playing the game that you play. It's going to look different for both of these squads.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there'll be a feeling out process. I think both teams will take whatever's given to them. I mean, it's not, they could get up and down the floor. You're going to try to get out in transition. You always do. And if your opponent doesn't get back, obviously you're going to go attack. But the farther you go, the more half-court basketball is going to be played at this level, and that's where you've got to be solid. All the rotations you've got to hit, all the backside rebounding you got to hit at the defensive end. Offensively, moving the basketball, using the whole floor. I'd be very surprised if this turned into an up-and-down floor game. Sooner or later, you're going to have to execute in the half court.
We're going to introduce the lineups completely for both of these squads. I'm sure if you're watching on WLCS, you'll follow that with some interest as we continue to talk through this game.
How weird is this?
Well, let's touch on that, because I think everybody's acutely aware of the fact that the governor of our state placed some restrictions on large gatherings of people. The OHSAA followed suit. As the Titans starting lineup will get introduced here. So we're in a really small crowd here for a boys Division I regional semifinal game.
And it's the one thing that I believe anyway, and Coach Rossitano, we had the opportunity to talk with him before the game. But I believe, when you are an underdog and you get on that little bit of a roll and you start playing well, that crowd, and we know how the Lorain crowd is.
Yeah,
they
absolutely.
travel. They are into it. They are a huge part of this program. To have that taken away from you, and I'm not saying, obviously, Ed has the same thing they're dealing with. Is they've only got a limited number of people there as well. But for Lorain coming in as an underdog, we've seen them so many times, Don, feed off the crowd, crowd's energy. That's really not going to be here tonight. I mean, that's one of the kind of advantages I think Lorain has, that it's going to be tough getting that advantage this evening.
And again, I want to kind of bring your point back around, because the St. Ed's they travel incredibly well as well. So it's not that you're going to miss your fans because both teams will. I don't think that's the point. The point is, which one of these teams might feed off those fans more significantly in critical moments during this game? That might be the issue.
Well, and it's just, I get everybody trying. It's just unfortunate that here you are. This is what you have worked for, both squads, all year long, and now it's just unfortunate. Here you are at the regional, and we're going to play it under these circumstances. I mean, be that as it may, that it's no excuse not to play. I mean, you play, whatever. But it's just too bad that both these schools have to do it under these circumstances.
Looking forward to seeing how this one plays out as they take care of the starting lineups here for St. Ed's. They'll get them introduced and out onto the court, and then we'll be a little bit closer to getting underway here. So they've taken care of that. By the way, the cheerleaders have been able to make it. They said no to pep bands. Okay to cheerleaders, and that's about it. For family members for each athlete here.
So many points of discussion on this that there's not enough time for us to even discuss anything. So we'll just discuss the basketball game.
We'll focus on that, to say the least. For our radio audience, the Titans in their away uniforms, navy blue with white and gray trim. St. Ed's in their home whites with green and gold trim. Got the gold right.
We did.
All right, so here we go. We'll step it up in the middle. Huffman's going to step into the circle for St. Ed's. Jumping it up for the Titans looks to be Devontae Jackson. And back tip is going to be controlled into the hands of Christopher Ringfield. He's the one starter for St. Ed's that we did not have beginning, a 6'7" senior. center. They'll pop it off to the right side. Montori Foster swings it around top. Moving with the ball is Devontae Blanton. Hands off. Huffman at the top of the key, just inside the free throw line. Bounces it outside. Foster drives to the lane, front of the rim, lays it up and in.
Yeah, it's a little bit too easy. Good coming off a curl there and getting right to the basket.
Titans will just walk the ball up. St. Ed's will meet them at midcourt. Off to the right side it'll go. Devontae Jackson gets a handle on it. They'll swing it out top. Deontay Benegin on the left wing is popping right back out at the top. Is Devontae. Drive off to the right side. Hesitation there. Kicks it outside. There's Seth Wilson, top of the key. Backs away from the pressure. He's going to be checked up by Christopher Ringfield. Steps in. Bounces it out. Into the lane. Nice shot from about 5 is a no-go that time for Devontae Jackson. Rebound comes down into the hands of Montori Foster. Slips it off to the right side. Blanton to the rim. They say the Titans got a hand on it. They'll come down with it. Give it up. Get it back. Put it up. And put it in.
Yeah, just stayed with it there, and Lorain kind of hoping maybe for a jump ball there. Didn't get it.
Jordan Jackson sends it off to the left side. DeAndre Benegin sends it down to the corner. Devontae had it for just a moment before he gives it up to Jordan to the rim. Puts it up off the glass and in. First deuce for Lorain.
Nice take by Jackson right there, getting all the way to the basket.
Pace of this one starting off fairly quickly. I'll remind everyone you listen to WDLW. Lorain. The other end, shot short that time for Devontae Blanton. Fast break opportunity for the Titans. Pushing up. This Whitehead leaves it back for Wilson. Thought about a 3 there for a heartbeat. Takes the drive, goes up with the left hand, gets fouled. He'll go to the line for a couple. Nice take early on by Seth Wilson. Never been shy about going to the rim.
Well, and I was watching Seth Wilson before the game. I mean, you can't always base everything on that, but he just looked so focused. He had a look in his face like, hey, I got to play tonight. I mean, this is it. This is a big game, and that was a big-time take right there.
And this too, they called that foul line, Coach. Did you happen to pick that up?
Yeah.
They put it on the wrong side of the board.
Yeah, I don't. Where?
I think it was on Steve Logan. We're looking at the big board up above our head. We've got to kind of crane our necks to see it. Seth Wilson actually puts his first free throw in. Leaves it at a 4-3 count in favor of Lorain High. Second free throw is up. Bounces off. Rebound collected underneath by Blanton. He'll just start trotting up court. He's a pretty well put together young man.
Yeah.
Works into the lane and gets fouled by Seth Wilson.
I'll tell you what, Blanton, that was smooth. He's listed at 6'6", but he handled that like a 5'6" guy, and just a quick move to his left hand. Caught Seth Wilson leaning and gets himself to the foul line.
So he'll go to the line for his first 2 free throws of the evening. Number 1 rattles around the rim, finally falls in for his first point of the ball game. Titans will switch up in the lane. They got Devontae Jackson off to the right, probably a better position to box out Blanton, but he'll make the second free throw, so it's kind of moot at that point. His first 2 points of the ball game. A little bit of full court pressure rather by the Eagles. Kick off the foot of Montori Foster, goes up into the stands.
Yeah. Well, Ed's doing a nice job there. They jumped into it's almost a 2-2-1, but they're switching everything. They're switching screens, they're switching anything on the ball, and they have that ability to do that. Nice luxury.
Titans with the ball on their offensive end. Jordan Jackson, top of the key. Starts to go right, ends up having to go left. Forces the shot up and off the glass and in. Nice take.
Yeah, that's twice. Jordan Jackson has gone to the basket strong.
Outside of the way, Montori Foster for 3, in and out. Nice rebound underneath by Devontae Jackson. Quick pass out, going the other way. Jordan Jackson hesitates. Great move.
Wow. That's what we talk about, transition. Beat him down the floor.
7-6 now in favor of Lorain. Still early on in this one. 5:26 remaining in the first quarter. Off to the right side, Devontae Blanton again kicks it out into the corner. 3-ball launch from there. It comes up well short. Long rebound.
Grab it.
Jackson, unable to pull it up. It'll end up in the hands of Ringfield. He'll send it outside. Hesitation there for Foster. Wanted to duck inside, then had the back off, turned away by the Lorain defense. Down to the ground. Ball
Good
still
hustle.
loose. Collected by the Titans. Jump ball. Good hustle. The Lorain fans and Lorain bench loving that.
Credit Devontae Jackson. He's been on the floor 2 or 3 times already this evening, and that's what you need. That gets contagious.
Sub coming into the ball game. It's Jameer Billings. Billings, a 5'10 junior, enjoying his year here at Lorain High after successful seasons over at Clearview.
He's played very well in this tournament as well.
Agreed. He's been clutch. He's that Avon Lake game. He's the guy that kind of brought it out top for him by hitting a couple of threes coming in off the bench. Seth Wilson on the right side wants to go to work, stops, kicks it out, 3-ball launched. Whitehead, no, a little bit short. Rebound, and Billings had it for a moment, drops it under there. Wilson gets pounded going up. He'll go to the line for a couple.
Titans battling. I mean, staying on that backside. Wilson with a nice find and then stayed right on that backside, got that offensive board, got hammered, gets himself to the line.
Foul called on Grant Huffman of the St. Ed's Eagles. His first team foul, number 2. At the line, Wilson. Free throw 1 is good. That'll be his second point. Sub comes into the ball game. Zion Freer-Brown, 5'11", sophomore guard. Looks pretty well put together for a sophomore, too. Jeez.
Yeah, there's some. They look like men out there, for goodness sakes.
I don't mean to tell you. Wilson's second one is good. So all 3 of his points, courtesy of the free throw line. Now the Titans are going to jump into a little man pressure. Billings will come in, and he's going to harass somebody. It looks like it's going to be Grant
Huffman here.
Yeah. Out top with the ball is Blanton, hands off. Coming around the top, scoop shot. Up and in that time. Steve Logan absorbed a little bit of contact as well.
That's tough. They executed that dribble handoff real well, turned into almost a curl cut. You almost have to switch that.
1 point lead for the Titans. They're on their offensive end. They're going to give the ball up. Almost got it back. It is going to be Lorain ball. Went off of the legs of the St. Ed's players. Montori Foster was trying to work up court with it. Being harassed out there by Aaron Whitehead and ended up getting it right back for the Titans.
Yeah, good quick hands by Whitehead to recover this possession for Lorain.
Jordan Jackson right in front of us. He's going to inbound. Those of you watching on LCS probably saw the glare off the back of my head.
You're way too hard on yourself there, partner.
Jordan Jackson goes between his legs, working against Steve Logan. Gets it off. Whitehead hesitates out top, off the screen. Scoops it up, puts it off the glass high. No rebound. Battle for collected by Huffman. For Eds, right back on the hands of Billings. Drops it off to the right side. There's a layup to Whitehead.
I'll tell you what, Titans relentless off of misses. They're right there defending immediately.
11-3 in favor of the Titans. Their fans, their teammates enjoying this early start. Working up court. Grant Huffman into the lane, forces contact, comes down with a bad-looking shot. Rebound into the hands of Wilson. He's going to push the tempo. Doesn't have numbers. Semi expected him to flip up a 3-ball. Kicks it outside. Jackson off the glass. No. Gets his own rebound. Puts it back and in.
Lorain out working Eds right now. We're going timeout.
Timeout on the court. 13-8 in favor of the Titans. Quick timeout for us. We'll be right back.
The Lorain High Booster Club is proud to celebrate Jim Allen and his achievements. This year marks 50 years that Jim Allen has covered high school athletics, which makes it the longest-running daily show in Lorain County radio history. Join the Lorain Boosters in honoring Jim for his commitment to youth sports and academics at this year's annual Foundation Dinner on October 3rd. For tickets and information, please email Dennis Shawver at yahoo.com. That's Dennis Shawver at yahoo.com.
Welcome back to Akron. Don Vincent along with the coach, Jim Baker. And, I want to encourage everybody to support that fundraiser for Jim Allen Scholarship Fund. The foundation, he's just a great guy.
Absolutely. The voice of this county.
There it is. All right, coming off the timeout, see if Eds can kind of settle in offensively. If you're a Lorain High fan, you don't want to see that. Grant Huffman working up top, flips it off to the right side. Steve Logan there, a little bit of a ball fake, kicks it out to Blanton, right underneath. Huffman goes up strong and not going to get the shot, but he will get the foul, and he'll go to the line for a couple. It's going to be whistled.
Well, Eds did a nice job there, Don. They ran the set play coming out of this timeout, and what they wanted and they got was Huffman posting up on the block so he could go right over the top of Billings. I mean, Huffman's got him by about 6 inches. Good job, executing that, dump down low.
I think they got the foul on Billings. It'll be his first foul, team foul number 2 on Lorain High as Huffman hits his first. That's his first point of the ball game as well. Just under 3 minutes left in this first quarter. Huffman sets for a second one, flips it up and nails it. Buzzer will sound, and into the game reporting in Michael Bova, the sophomore. Bova gives these guys a spark off the bench.
Well, if you're a sophomore and you're playing varsity basketball at Ed's, you got to be pretty good.
Good clue that you've got some skills. Working up court are the Titans. They'll break the timeline off to the right side. Jordan Jackson works through the corner, finds a double team there. Whitehead off to the left side. Seth Wilson wants to go to work against Blanton. Can't quite find the space to do that. Out top will be Jordan Jackson in the lane. Has his shot partially blocked by Boba. Blanton up court, stumbling up court. Finally recollects himself, goes off the glass, comes up shy. Billings rebound from Lorain. Gets it out quickly. Jordan Jackson leaves it back. Seth Wilson will travel.
Yeah, he kind of did both things there. We talked about that a lot. Shuffled those feet before he put that ball on the floor.
John Rossitano says shoot it. He looked at him, just give him a little flip signal. Put that up.
Well, you'd much rather have a shot than a turnover, that's for sure. But the Titans doing a nice job here. When they need to be patient, they have been. But they've had good opportunities in transition. Going to go to that bench.
Javon Manning comes into the ball game for Lorain High. Keep the legs fresh. Deontay Benegin right back out there as well. Ball will come into Montori Foster, and he'll work it up. Waiting on him in midcourt, Devontae Jackson.
Yeah, I mean, they might go right back here to Huffman on a post-up.
I would imagine they want to take advantage of
now they're going the other side.
Tries to drop it underneath. They wanted to find Blanton. Foul's going to be whistled on Lorain High. It looks like they're going to get Manning just into the ball game. His first team foul number 3 on Lorain.
Well, Blanton at 6'6", and he's another one. He's supposed to be a guard, but he obviously at 6'6" knows what he's doing down the block. Again, they went high-low right there to get Blanton isolated.
Pass comes way out top. Freer Brown gets it off to Foster. There's the top. Huffman spots from 14 and nails it.
Yeah, just ran the flex out of an inbounds play, went back screen, and then Huffman came off a down screen, nailed it.
Less than 2 minutes remaining in this first quarter. It's 13-12 now in favor of Lorain High. Still early in this one, but you mark it into segments. You like the way the first 2 segments go if you're a Lorain High fan.
You need a bucket, though, if you're Lorain. You got to stem this little mini run Eds is on.
Jackson at the top of the key. Wanted to hand off. He's going to get whistled for the travel as well. Wanted to find Wilson outside. Didn't see him popping free and held onto the ball just a half count too long.
Yeah, he was anticipating that Seth Wilson was going to be where the Eds defense wouldn't allow him to go, and force that third turnover this quarter by the Titans.
Bo will get the ball into Huffman. Billings will check him in the backcourt. Bring him forecourt. Off to the right wing. Huffman still with the ball, with the dribble. Sends it out top. Foster there for a moment, being beat up by Devontae Jackson. 1:20 on the clock. Spins into the lane, works high, puts it in smoothly, and that's his 4th point of the ball game.
That's what everybody from Ed seems to be able to do.
Yeah,
Strong
right.
enough, get to that basket and finish.
Wilson wanted to work down toward the blocks, got turned away. Kicks it out. Devontae Jackson gets it right back to Seth. 14-13 now in favor of Eds.
Minute left here. Let's see what Titans do.
Benegin looks left, goes right on the drive, pops, puts it up off the glass, misses everything there. Rebound into the hands of Grant Huffman. He'll flip it off and down the other way. Devontae Blanton works at the top of the key, drops it underneath, pump fake, and a take that time for Zion Freer Brown, his first basket of the ball game.
Yeah, now it's the Eds transition game that's kicking into high gear.
16-13 now in favor of Eds. Wilson into the key. Good individual take there. Steps back, launches long distance, and nails it.
Well,
nice shot by Seth Wilson.
It's a tough shot right there. Not everybody can make that one.
23, 22, 21 seconds remaining in the first quarter. 16-15 in favor of St. Ed's as this first quarter comes to a close. Coming out high, Grant Huffman with the ball. Billings, literally almost in his jersey. Works to the left side, to the elbow, down toward the block, hesitates, goes up, still makes a great shot, even though it was altered a little bit by the Titans. Quickly down court, and the Titans will not get the last second shot off. The end of the first quarter is in favor of the Eds Eagles, 18-15 over the Lorain High Titans. Quick break coming your way. We'll be back with second quarter action on WDLW and WLCS TV 20.
It's truck month at Slimans of Amherst, and Chris Kepp is my guy to go to for 3 reasons. Honest, fair, and trustworthy. It's what we all want when purchasing a vehicle. Call Chris Kepp today, 440-420-0681, or stop in the showroom to ask for Chris Kepp at Slimans of Amherst.
Game on! Game on!
Game on Lorain in the Ariel on Broadway Hotel is quickly becoming Lorain's hottest spot in town. 2 thumbs up on the entire menu, wings, burgers, and more. It's Game on Lorain on Broadway. Like them on Facebook at Game on Lorain. One more Campana's meatball, and she says she is leaving me. Well, so long, honey, because I can't be denied those meatballs. Campana's Pizza, 203 West 8th Street in Lorain. Call 440-242-0627. It's Campana's Pizza.
$18-15 at the end of the first quarter here. Want to make sure you have the score. Make sure everybody knows the score.
We'll say that score a lot. We've been tipped off.
8 minutes up on the clock. It'll be St. Ed's ball. Again, right in front of our broadcast position. Michael Bova will set things in motion. He'll get the ball into Foster. Run off to the right side. Bova now trying to work one-on-one. They'll lob it underneath, and foul's going to be called. I think they're going to get Lorain High underneath. That might be on Whitehead. It is the case.
Well, this is nothing fancy by Ed. Don. They're just taking different guys and taking turns posting them up and just running old school high-low stuff to them. And that's so nice. You can go 3 or 4 different guys and post them.
Inbounds pass comes way out high, and then right back into Montori Foster's hands. He's on the right wing. Sends it outside. Dean trying to post up his Freer Brown, but nice job. Seth Wilson just moving him out. His hands up. Foster launches long ball. No. Rebound collected by the Titans. Here comes Jordan Jackson. Gets it off. Benedict, left wing. Sends it into the corner. Whitehead there. A little bit of a baseline fake.
Oh, man.
Tries to send it across. Knocked away by Michael Bova. He's going to push the tempo, take the layup, and knock it down.
Yeah, taking advantage of the turnover that time. The Eds beat Lorain back down the floor.
They've got some team speed, to say the very least.
Oh, there's a lot of athletes out there in white jerseys, just like there are in the blue jerseys.
Right.
This is D1 ball, no doubt about it.
Benedict with the ball on the left wing. Gets it right back out top. Devontae Jackson into the lane. Pops from about 5. Leaves it a little bit too far off the back of the rim. Ends up going off with his hands and out of bounds. Hoffman will come back into the ball game. Billings is going to come in, and sitting down will be Devontae Jackson, who's looking a little gassed.
Well, Devontae Jackson did really everything well that last time except finish it. Just hit that front of the rim and wouldn't go. And now Ed's just on a nice little roll here. They're on about a 12-2 run.
They're up by 5, 20-15, with 6:50 remaining in the second quarter. New guy in the ball game was Brennan Raines. Didn't see him coming in. He'll get it off to Huffman. Huffman into the lane, forces up a shot again, misses that one. Big rebound, Blanton, big putback by Devontae as well. And that'll draw a timeout off the Lorain High bench. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll step away. We'll be right back after this.
In addition to fixing cars in Lorain for the past 78 Lorain City Schools, current owner it to Music's Auto Care. With deep roots in the community, they'll treat you right. And from everyone at Music's Auto Care, go Titans!
I want to welcome you back here. We're just getting a look at the first quarter stats that were delivered during that timeout. 22-15 in favor of St. Ed's with 6:36 remaining.
The problem is Ed's is so talented. They've been able to penetrate here in about the last half quarter, so to speak. Lorain got to do a better job of stopping that dribble penetration.
Right high, work up against pressure. Whitehead will work off to the left side, then try to recenter it and get it off to Seth Wilson. Wilson go to work against Devontae Blanton, then back off just again. Works into the lane, stops there, kicks it outside. Benedict now on the left wing, hesitates, spins away from pressure, into the lane, little running jumper. Missed that one off the left side of the rim. Rebound comes down to Steve Logan for Eds. He'll get it off to Blanton. Blanton will go into cruise mode. Top of the key, kicks it outside. There's the drive inside Bova and a layup. He's got 4.
Dribble penetration again. Ed's relentless going to the basket right now.
24-15 now in favor of St. Ed's with 5:49 remaining in the second quarter. Billings on the right wing. Comes around to the top, finds Benedict on the left wing. Sends it to the corner, and Wilson wants to go to work. Stops and pops from about 8. Off balance. That shot a little off balance as well. And then he's going to draw a foul, coming up a little too closely behind the Ed's ball player.
Well, a little bit of frustration here right now for Lorain. They have just gone cold. And credit the Ed's defense. They have turned up their pressure, rotating well, and limiting Lorain to 1 shot, and that's it.
5:36 remaining in the first half here in Akron. Don Vince along with the coach Jim Baker. Good to have you with us on WDLW and on WLCS.
Yeah.
Out top, Huffman with the ball, takes the drive to the left side, sends it outside to Logan. Has his pocket picked by Billings. There's Jameer's presence. Nice pass goes inside. Tough shot underneath, and a good one for Devontae Jackson.
Get it back, stop the bleeding there, close that score to 24-17.
Lob pass goes down to the post. Working through the lane that time, almost with an extra step, was Devontae Blatton. He's got 6.
He's got so many options on offense, St. Ed's does. So many different guys that can hurt you.
Whitehead will take his own shot, misses the first one, tips it to himself, gets the rebound, works into the lane, sends it all the way outside. 3-ball launch, Devontae Jackson, Rebound Bova underneath for St. Ed's. They'll get it out to Blanton, long pass forward. Huffman, jump stop in the lane, misses the ball going up. Rebound comes down. Benningen on the move, goes to the rack, puts it up, puts it in.
Good job in transition that time by the Titans.
26-19. Titans starting to work on getting their way back into this one. A 7-point spread with 4:25 remaining in the half. Blanton launches 3-ball. No, off the mark. Come the Titans with another opportunity to cut into this lead. Back and forth it goes. Whitehead wanted to work it down toward the baseline. And Devontae Jackson kicked by St. Ed's, and here come the Eagles with a couple of subs. Montori Foster coming back into the ball game. Zion Freer-Brown also back into the ball game.
Yeah, Lorain with a smaller lineup out there right now, but they've done a good job these last couple possessions of, one and done and then getting down the floor and moving it in transition.
Titans to inbound. Jordan Jackson sends it way out top near midcourt to Aaron Whitehead. He just holds the ball and lets everybody get in position.
Lorain going to spread it here a little bit.
Try to draw that defense out from the paint just a bit. Ed's isn't going to hesitate coming out and checking.
No, they got enough help behind them. That's what they can do, but you can't play defense with your hands either.
Jackson wanted to take a drive along the left side. Freer-Brown gets called for his first foul, team foul number 3 on St. Ed's.
Yeah, what Lorain has gone to is, 5 out, 3 guys up top, 2 guys in the corner. But like you mentioned, Don, Eds, they're not going to sit back there even though they're ahead. They're going to pressure like crazy. And they've got 2, about 6'5" rejectors back in the paint for any penetration.
Shane McCullough comes into the ball game for St. Ed's. He'll D up Whitehead. Jackson with the ball out top, finds Benningen on the right wing. Wants to go to work against Huffman, decides to give it up, finds Aaron Whitehead. Spins away from pressure into the lane, kicks it into the corner, taken away that time by Logan. Ball hung up there a little bit too long. Fast break opportunity. Foster hesitates, clears with the offhand, loses the ball. It'll go out of bounds and will head the other way.
Yeah, well, that's a little bit of justice because it should have been an offensive foul, but Titans will get the ball off the turnover and going to get Seth Wilson back in the ball game here.
Seth Wilson will come into the ball game. Benningen will take a little bit of a break.
Well, these last 3:35, Titans down 7. This is important, Don. You got to stay within striking distance here.
26-19 is the count at that 3.5-minute mark. Whitehead crossover a couple times, finds his way to the rim, puts it up off the glass, and no, we're going to say offensive foul.
Well, he just extended that arm, unfortunately, and then the ref has got to call that. He extended that left arm before that ball fell through. It was the proper call.
16 foul on the Titans. 3:22 remaining, 26-19. Things haven't changed in the last minute or so.
Got to dig in. Just got to dig in and keep stringing stops together if you're Lorain.
Bova on the right wing for St. Ed's. Left-hand dribble across the top, finds Shane McCullough. He'll go between his legs at top of key in front of Seth Wilson before he finds Foster. He's checked up out there by Devontae Jackson. Lorain High's played good D, but then you have those moments with that drive and that shot for Grant Huffman, puts in his 8th point of the ball game.
He's so smart because once he sees you leaning one way, he immediately goes the other, Huffman does.
See a foul on the floor. That's going to be whistled on Michael Bova of St. Ed's. His first team foul number 4. Devontae Blanton back in the ball game for Eds. Benningen will report back in, and Whitehead will sit down for Lorain High. Surprised the Titans have it under. I thought that foul took place above the free throw line, but hey, I could be wrong. That's okay. Wilson with a drive at the baseline. Goes up strong, leaves it short, gets his own rebound, puts it back up and in.
Yeah, boy, he just so strong, Wilson. Just stayed right there and finished it.
28-21 in favor of Eds now with 2.5 minutes remaining. Off to the right side. Foster works toward the baseline. Yeah, there's another big push off. That's the one that we saw last time down the court.
Yeah, it was. And that time they got
Foster
with that push off on that. I mean, again, anytime that off arm comes that far away from your body, that's easy for the officials to make that call.
Eds will step up in a little man pressure. I think they'll trap here as it proceeds. Seth Wilson will just trot up court against Blanton, trying to keep everybody at bay. Will come across right in front of us, put the ball in the hands of Jordan Jackson. Sees the lane open up, goes up strong, gets mugged at the top of his shot. He'll go to the line for a couple.
I love the take. Soon as he got half a step, Jordan Jackson made up his mind he was going to that rack, and he knew he was going to get hammered, and he did, but he's getting himself to the foul line.
It was almost as though he waited on it.
Yeah, hey, go ahead. I'm a football player. You can hit me.
Jackson's first free throw is good, especially if you can do that afterward. Subbing into the ball game, Brennan Raines will come in, the senior point guard.
Looking up there.
Jordan Jackson, 7 points in the ball game. Misses that free throw. A big rebound underneath for Devontae Blanton. Now he'll just trot up court. It's not fair that you're that big and you can play the guard.
There he goes.
And he'll take the ball to the front of the rim and lay it in. He's got 8 in the ball game.
Yeah, we're under 2 minutes now, 30-22 though. And Lorain, you've got to be a little bit patient. I understand what they're doing here.
Wilson's going to work toward the blocks, get turns away, and sends it into the corner. Jackson with the ball, a little head fake there for Devontae, kicks it all the way back out to the top corner. Finds Jordan Jackson. 1:39 remaining, top of the key. Has to pull the ball down, tried to force up a shot, was off balance. The shot did not look good, missed badly. Rebound into the hands of Huffman. Sends it to Blanton. Long 3 ball, comes off flat and short. Rebound into the hands of Jordan Jackson. Crosses over, works up court, flips it into the corner. Benedict for 3. Yep.
I need that. Nice find by Jordan Jackson. Transition.
30-25 now with 1:11 remaining in the first half.
You need to stop here, Titans. Get that momentum swinging back.
Huffman flips it off to the right side. McCullough there. Wants to go to work. Benedict is going to check him up before he comes out top to Blanton, then off to Huffman on the left side. Thought about a 3 ball. Thought a second time about the 3 ball before he finds Steve Logan. They'll send it outside. Raines, lane, layup, and rolls around a couple times before it falls in. His first basket of the ball game. Back to a 7-point difference, 32-25. 39 seconds remaining in the first half.
They do that so well. They all seem to be able to get that ball to the basket, either hand.
Devontae Jackson with the ball. Plays catch with Jordan out top.
Hold it till the end.
And I'm thinking you may want to.
20 seconds.
Wilson wants to drive into the lane. Kicks it outside. 3 ball. Billings rattles out. Rebound down to Blanton. I guess no on that last shot.
Yeah.
10, 9, 8 seconds. Huffman with the ball now. 7, 6, 5. Crosses over a couple times. Nice take. Layup, no. Just couldn't finish it. Gets his own rebound back. Puts it up and no. 32-25 is the count. The end of the first half of basketball. And Coach Flannery looking at the official saying, what's the problem? I guess he's looking for a foul. And guess that's not going to happen. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll give you your first half stats, give you some analysis, and get you set for another half of basketball action at the half. 32-25, St. Ed's over Lorain. We'll be right back on WDLW and WLCS TV 20.
I'm Ben Norton, president of Buckeye Community Bank. I've worked in big banks and I've worked in small banks. I like community banks best, where we have a chance to get to know our customers and they know us personally. Banking is about money, but it's also about people. If you own a business and are looking for a banking relationship to help your business grow, I invite you to call Buckeye Community Bank at 440-233-8800 or visit us on our website at buckeyebank.com. Today and tomorrow, your partner for growth. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
It's Truck Month at Slimans of Amherst, and Chris Kepp is my guy to go to for 3 reasons. Honest, fair, and trustworthy. It's what we all want when purchasing a vehicle. Call Chris Kepp today, 440-420-0681, or stop in the showroom. Ask for Chris Kepp at Slimans of Amherst.
Game on! Game on!
Game on Lorain in the Ariel on Broadway Hotel is quickly becoming Lorain's hottest spot in town. 2 thumbs up on the entire menu, wings, burgers, and more. It's Game on Lorain on Broadway. Like them on Facebook at Game on Lorain.
Lorain Growth Corporation, representing Lorain since 1996. Lorain Growth Corporation brings in over 20,000 visitors to the downtown area with events like Winterfest, Brewfest, the Model Train, and the Caboose displays at Black River Landing. This summer, they'll be announcing another annual event, which will be announced soon.
6 or an 8? Or what about understanding your vision benefits? The professionals at Lang Optical can help you with small vision changes that you may not even really notice. Select the right glasses for you while taking full advantage of your vision benefits. Lang Optical, 280 South Logan Street, just off Broad Street in Elyria. Lang Optical helps you see the difference.
Do you want a college degree but aren't sure how to balance work, school, and family? Lorain County Community quickly and affordably. Today at Lorain County Community College.
The Lorain High Booster Club is proud to celebrate Jim Allen and his achievements. This year marks 50 years that Jim Allen has covered high school athletics, which makes it the longest-running daily show in Lorain County radio history. Join the Lorain Boosters in honoring Jim for his commitment to youth sports and academics at this year's annual Foundation Dinner on October 3rd. For tickets and information, please email Dennis Shawver at yahoo.com. That's Dennis Shawver at yahoo.com.
Attention Elyria, it's coming. I said it's coming. Campana's Pizza is coming to Elyria soon. Voted the #1 pizza in Ohio by anyone who's ever tasted it. Get your taste buds ready for Campana's Pizza, 301 Broad Street. Opening soon, or check out campanas.com.
Are you kidding me?
I-90 Nissan has over 300 new Nissans, NV commercial vehicles, and 100 used vehicles available. An award-winning service department and parts department, too, 4 years in a row. A clean slate program for those with less than perfect I-90 Nissan in Sheffield on Detroit Road.
Are you kidding me?
Hall Rentals. If you're looking for a place to have a holiday party, a wedding, family reunion, you don't have to be a member to rent the Slovak Club halls. They can provide either buffet or sit-down catering. 245-5146. It used to be that there were fish fries on every corner when Friday rolled around. There aren't many left these days, but luckily Club on Broadway in Lorain.
Halftime here in Akron as the St. Ed's Eagles are out on top of the Lorain High Titans, 32-25. Want to say a big welcome and thank you to everybody joining us on the live streams on WLCS as well as on our terrestrial radio signal, 98.9 and 1380. Our online presence, WDLWradio.com, on the app. The Gold Country Cool Cat app. So thank you to everybody for joining us for the game tonight. Not the first half that I think the Titans wanted, but Jim, 32-25, you're within 7 at halftime. You've maintained striking distance at the very least.
Well, they have run into a really hot shooting St. Ed's team. I mean, these numbers we'll talk about here in a second. Ed's has just been so efficient offensively that, Lorain shot it decent, without a doubt, but Ed's on fire here, and that drive to the basket, I think, that's the problem that Ed's possesses with so much height. They can take the ball off the dribble, get you to the basket, or they'll go post you up. I mean, as soon as they see any type of height advantage. They're posting people up down on the block. They're a tough matchup, but credit the Titans. They have battled, and a couple possessions here and there, it's a different ball game.
You mentioned the stats. Let's go ahead and take a look at them. First half stats brought to you by Buckeye Community Bank. Today and tomorrow, your partner for growth.
Yeah, St. Ed's 14-20 from the floor at 70%. I mean,
wow,
pretty doggone good, but have not hit a three. So I think that's something that if you are, looking at stats in any way, shape, or form, 0 for 5 on threes, try to stop that dribble penetration, make them shoot from the outside. 14-25 overall, 56%, 4 of 4 from the free throw line. Perfect there. Lorain was 10 of 22 from the floor, 45%, hit 1 out of 3 3-point attempts, and was 4 of 6 from the free throw line at 67%. Turnovers, Titans turned it over 7 times, St. Ed's 5, and St. Ed's with a slight 15-14 rebounding advantage. But I think, it may be easier said than done, obviously, Don, but if you are the Titans, you got to make Ed shoot from the outside. You got to stop that dribble penetration. If it means you got to back off just a little bit and give up that outside shot, make them start to hit those and show that they can, and just keep attacking. That's the one thing, certainly. Lorain has not backed down one bit here tonight. They have really battled, and, hey, definitely in striking distance. 32-25 at the half. Is this still anybody's ball game?
16 minutes of basketball left. We're going to take another break. When we come back, 32-25, St. Ed's over Lorain. We'll see how this one turns out. Be right back after this.
Slimans of Amherst, and Chris Koepp is my guide. It's what we all want when purchasing a vehicle. Call Chris Koepp today. Or stop in the showroom, ask for Chris of Amherst.
If you own a bike, and I mean a motorcycle, motorcycles to make sure the coverage is right for you. Hi, I'm Mark Janasco. I also work at Janasco Insurance Agents. The question I get a lot is, which motorcycle insurance is the best? Well, that depends on you and your bike. We customize policies based on customers' needs. Call me, Mark Janasco, at Janasco Insurance. We ride, we protect, we care. Janasco Insurance since 1953 in downtown Lorain.
Lorain Growth Corporation, representing Lorain since 1996. Lorain Growth Corporation brings in over 20,000 visitors to the downtown area with events like Winterfest, Brewfest, the Model Train, and the Caboose displays at Black River Landing. This summer, they'll be announcing another annual event, which will be announced soon. Visit LorainGrowth.org.
Game on! Game on! Game on Lorain in the Ariel on Broadway Hotel is quickly becoming Lorain's hottest spot in town. 2 thumbs up on the entire menu, wings, burgers, and more. It's Game on Lorain on Broadway. Like them on Facebook at Game on Lorain.
Of course, you give your children all the right tools they need to succeed in school. So have you had their eyes checked yet? An eye exam by the professionals at Lang Optical in Elyria may very well be one of those right tools. Vision changes can be very subtle. Children may not even notice. Good vision is your child's most important school supply for a successful school year. Call Lang Optical today at 365-9311. Lang Optical helps you see the difference.
One more Campana's meatball, and she says she is leaving me. Well, so long, honey, because I can't be denied those meatballs. Campana's Pizza, 203 West 8th Street in Lorain. Call 440-242-0627. It's Campana's Pizza.
Bang, bang, won't stop till we're legend.
Well, we'll see if the Lorain Titans can become legends in their own right here tonight with another win over this Ed squad.
Now I'm getting older, and senility's coming along with that. But go back 2 years. Weren't they down? Weren't they down at the half?
And close to this margin as well. Immediately in front of us, Jordan Jackson's going to start things off. He's got the ball. Lorain High will own the ball. Start things off in this third quarter. Whitehead out top. Devontae Jackson on the left. Seth Wilson out there. And in the corner, Benjamin shot along the right side. Beautiful take underneath. Jordan Jackson's got 9. He leads the Titans.
Oh, they got beat down the floor, though.
Quick shot underneath, and another deuce. Freer Brown, not a starter at the beginning of the ball game, does pop out here to start things off for St. Ed's here in the second half. Wilson with the ball. Top of the key. Kicks it outside. Hesitation there for Devontae. Takes it to the rack. Rolls it off the front of the rim. Rebound pulled down by Freer Brown. Going the other way and kicking it outside. Huffman there. Sends it out top. Blanton to the left block. Spins back into the lane. Forces it up with the right hand. Rebound battled for. Blanton's going to come away with it. Got tied up, and then a foul is going to be whistled. Seth Wilson had him tied up momentarily, and he's going to end up drawing the foul. That'll be his third.
Well, Blanton's another one at 6'6". He is obviously a strong individual, and Seth Wilson had his hand on that ball, but Blanton was able to rip it away and draw the foul, get himself to the free throw line.
Free throw number 1 for Devontae Blanton is good. That'll be his 9th point of the ball game. It's actually the first time he's been to the line today. It's odd. Second free throw rattles out. Oh, Huffman gets the rebound, puts it up. There's a three-point play you don't like giving up.
Well, they're just so long, so tough on the boards.
Running high, working the ball up. Ed's now giving him a little bit of grief, and it's going to be almost another turnover. It is another turnover. Whitehead got caught at midcourt. I don't think the Titans identified what Eds was doing there in time enough to manage it.
No, the spacing that time was not very good by Lorain and causing that turnover.
Huffman works up court, gets it off to the right side. Montori Foster with the dribble with the left hand finds Blanton. Blanton will lob it down into the left corner. Logan there tries to work it inside. It's going to go out of bounds. They're going to say it was last touched by Blanton. That'll help the Titans out.
Yeah, they look like they made an effort here as they get Blanton inside, but they ain't able to fund it off. But here they are with this matchup. So just a matchup like a 2-2-1 look, and then they'll fall back man.
10-point lead for Eds, 37-27 with 6.5 minutes left. Third quarter. Wilson into the lane. Forces up a shot off the glass.
Nice.
Was almost leaning backwards, able to put it in for his 9th point of the ball game.
I mean,
Quickly the other way.
Yeah, in the air, huh?
All right. Huffman into the lane, steps under, flips it up with the right hand. How did that go in?
I don't know, but Huffman, he does such a good job of, getting to the rack.
Wilson goes the other way. Seth with the ball between his legs a couple times behind his back and was trying to create some space between he and Blanton. Into the lane. Hands off. Benedict. Track the ball down near the sideline. He'll cross over, go behind his back, steps back, 17-footer, off the glass and in.
Banks open, baby.
He's got 7. Makes it 39-31. Quick pass down court and a travel. That time as the sophomore able to catch the ball but couldn't gather himself.
Well, again, they're just relentless, man. You cannot relax.
Working up court. Aaron Whitehead with the ball. Foster right in front of him. He'll leave off.
Yeah,
Seth
I
Wilson.
like what Lorraine's doing here. Just to kind of shorten it a little bit. Keep the possession. Only shoot it when you're open.
Got a mismatch now. Blanton's out on Whitehead, and Montori Foster's trying to D up Seth Wilson, and not got Wilson the ball into the lane. Shot off the glass, up and in, spinning in. Jordan Jackson. He's got 11, and whistles will tweet. We've got a timeout. I believe it's going to come off the Lorain High bench. It'll be a 30-second timeout. Quick break for us as well. We'll be right back after this.
You want a college degree but aren't sure how to balance work? Lorain County Community College offers programs designed. Our advisors are ready to help you navigate the process at loraincccc.edu. That's Start your story today at Lorain County Community College.
I want to welcome you back to Akron. 5:11 left in the third quarter, 39-33 in favor of St. Ed's. Been entertaining.
So far. Titans down 6, just 2 possessions. We're going to go a little bit of full court. I think maybe nuisance pressure more than anything.
Right. Well, Sean Hood getting out there and doing some court maintenance. Go, Coach Hood. All right. Here goes Eds with the ball. Montori Fox. He's a great story, by the way. If you don't know that story, you ought to check it out. Ball out top. Freer Brown with the ball, sends it outside. Grant Huffman now tries to work it down. Blanton. Freer Brown into the lane, gets tied up. He'll go to the line. A couple of freebies here. Foul's going to be whistled on Devontae Jackson. That's going to be his first, team foul number 2 in the half.
Well, and again, just here comes Freer Brown. Where's he been all night? So he comes out here in the third quarter. I mean, just that bench so deep for St. Ed's.
Hit his first free throw for his 5th point of the ball game. Michael Bova comes in, the 6'1" sophomore, who averages a little bit better than 7 points a ball game. Bova has 4 in the ball game right now. Freer Brown's average is low enough that I didn't even write it down. He'll miss that free throw. Bova able to get the rebound, just muscled it out. So Freer Brown doesn't have a big average, but he scored 5 points already. You keep him in there. Huffman with the ball. Posting up is Blanton. He wants the ball on a low post. He's D'd up by Seth Wilson. Keeps moving him further and further away from the basket. Foster 3-ball right side. Nothing but the bottom of the net.
And unfortunately, that's the first one of those Eds has hit tonight. I don't need to see that. Got it up to a 10-point lead now.
43-33, 4:26 remaining in the ball game. Cross-court pass goes to Whitehead. Into the lane. Layup and 2.
Nice take.
4 points for Aaron in the ball game. He'll cut into that 10-point lead, knock it down to 8. Hoffman. And on the Lorain bench, Javon Manning set to come into the ball game. Hoffman works down to the blocks, goes underneath, a little bit too strong on the shot. It was a great take. Wilson will come away with it and trot up court. Hesitates, puts on the brakes, goes to town, has the ball poked away. Billings almost came away with a fast break opportunity for the Eagles at the other end. Not allowing that easy one to go in that time was Jordan Jackson. He'll be whistled for his first, team foul number 3.
Man, that was just some frenetic pace right there, back and forth.
Foster at the line. He's got 7 in the ball game thus far. A couple guys from Lorain High. Benjamin down there, Manning down there, looking to come in between shots. The first one's good for Montorie Foster, his 8th point of the ball game.
St. Ed's just keeps so much pressure on you, offensively. You're constantly attacking and everything. You've got to be able to, get your bench in this game. Lorain going to have to give people some minutes.
Second free throw is good. He's got 9. Full court pressure off the make here by St. Ed's. Benjamin working up court. Bova's going to try to check him. Another pass to the middle, then off to the side. Outside, Benjamin ducked down, came through, put it up off the take. Double count, got it.
Nice take, nice finish by Benjamin, hanging in the air.
Hoffman going the other way, 45-37, 8-point difference. Ball poked away. Foul's going to be whistled. Oh, boy.
Well, they've been yelling. Eds has been yelling a lot for Huffman. I'm not saying he didn't get fouled, but he's got hit a lot worse than that, and there was no foul.
Manning whistled for the foul. Javon Manning, that'll be his second. Team foul number 4. Going to the line is Huffman. He's got a dozen in the ball game thus far, and 13 now. His story, and I agree with you. I'm not saying there are bad calls. Lorain High's got 4 fouls already with 3.5 minutes left in this third quarter. Eds hasn't been whistled for one yet in the quarter.
Yeah, and that stuff just adds up to you, makes it that much more difficult to come back.
14 points now for Huffman with the second make. Lorain High handling pressure. Wilson steps back, 17-footer, pure.
Boy, that was smooth, wasn't it?
That was pretty. 11 points for him now. Still an 8-point difference, 47-39 in favor of Eds. Blanton will trot up court. Top of the key, into the lane, drops underneath. Foster made himself available and got himself the deuce. A 30-second timeout on the court right now with a 10-point lead. 49-39 break time. We'll be right back after this.
Bed sores, bone fractures, malnutrition, or even home negligence, you may be entitled to compensation. And Pasternak at 440-647-95. I win, you
get signal out. (49-39) with 3:05 remaining in the third quarter.
And
Titans are doing enough, Coach, to stay within striking distance.
Treading water.
Yeah.
But, we're down to 3:05 here in the third quarter. I mean, they were down 7 coming into this third quarter, down 10 right now. So got to try to at least keep it at that 7 margin, hopefully cut into it before this quarter ends.
Jordan Jackson with the ball, tries to break free, kicks it outside. Manning sends it out top. Seth Wilson wants to go to work against Huffman. Launches long 3-ball. Comes up well short. Rebound, Eds. Long pass forward to Huffman. He'll get into the lane quickly. Puts it up and in.
Yeah, that was just, they kind of got caught short on how long that three was.
And the other way with some energy was Benedict. Got up into the air in the lane. He'll get bumped. Whistle's going to be blown on Freer Brown. That'll be his second. Team foul number 1 on the Eagles. And Benedict will go to the line for a couple free throws. 9 points in the ball game this far. Seth Wilson has 11. Jordan Jackson has 11 to lead the Titans. Benedict can join in the scoring parade here in just a second, but he missed that one. 2:29 remaining, third quarter, 51-39. And back into the ball game for Eds is Brennan Rains. Sitting down will be the sophomore, Freer Brown.
We talked about how critical these free throws are, and really magnified this evening.
Benedict missed the free throw again. Rebound comes down to Eds. There we go the other way. Foster goes between his legs, kicks it out to the right side. Huffman right in front of Billings. Kicks it out. Foster, quick step toward the baseline, off the glass, rolls off the rim. Nobody collected. Well, Huffman finally did. He'll send it outside. Rains for 3. No, long rebound, Huffman. Quick look underneath. Foster off the glass and 2. He's got 13. It was a great pass from Huffman to the baseline.
Second, third chance opportunities for St. Ed.
Jackson wants to go to work, hesitates out top, sends it into the corner. Manning there with a couple dribbles before he finds Seth Wilson working against Blatton. Step to the right, goes to the left, backs off. Another long 3 ball, nailed it. He's got 14.
Big time shot right there.
That'll help the effort. 11-point difference now, 53-42 with 1:35 remaining.
Got to get stops.
Rains will work up court, sends it outside to Blanton on the right wing. He wants to drive. Manning in front of him, kicks it out into the corner. Rains for 3, off the back of the rim, no. Billings, rebound, quick outlet pass. Goes to Jordan Jackson. He'll float up to the rim, gets fouled, and will go to the line for a couple.
Yeah, real nice job that time. Billings with a good rebound and immediately kicking it out. Jordan Jackson running the floor well, gets himself to the line.
Huffman whistled for the foul, his second, team foul number 2.
Gotta have these.
Yeah, you're right. Jackson's got 11 in the ball game. 1 of 2 free throws earlier in the ball game. 1:17 on the third quarter clock. Hits number 1 for his 12th point of the ball game. Whitehead will come back in. Manning will sit down for the Titans. Well, the Titans a little smart here. They're keeping one guy way deep so they won't get beat out on a quick toss.
You better, and now they actually got 2. Not a bad idea.
Missed the second free throw, still a 10-point difference, 53-43, 1:12 remaining on the clock. Blanton, hands off, Huffman immediately in front of us. You can hear the tennis shoes squeak. Huffman goes to the front of the rim, puts it up, puts it in.
He's just flat out good. He's just a good basketball player.
10-point quarter for Huffman into the lane at the other end. Off the glass, no. Wilson battles for the rebound. Billings will kick it out. Benedict finds Wilson at the top. Whitehead, couple dribbles, goes to the top of the key. 47, 46, 45 on the clock. Quick pass into the corner. Benedict spins toward the lane, goes up with the right hand and in.
Nice take. Nice take by Benedict again.
55-45, still a 10-point difference. 31-30, 29 seconds remaining in the third quarter. This one for the right to play again Saturday in Toledo. Blanton with the ball out top. Cross is over.
Yeah, it's obviously going to try to just hold for 1.
Jordan Jackson, the end up Blanton keeps looking at the score, the time clock right in front of us. To the basket goes Blanton. He'll get fouled and go to the line. Jackson will be calling for his second.
They do such a good job, St. Ed's, of getting into your body. I mean, they almost leave you no choice but to foul them the way that they attack the basket. And it's not just one guy. It's, virtually anybody that heads to that basket.
And then they all do a pretty good job going straight up afterward. First free throw for Blanton is good. He's got 10 in the ball game. Story of this third quarter for Eds has been Grant Huffman, though. He's put in 10 in just this quarter.
That, and they're on their way. This is their 11th free throw this quarter.
Well, that helps as well. And they shoot pretty well from the line.
Yep.
11 points for Blanton. Blanton will sit down and take a little bit of a break. I thought I saw a sub coming in for Lorain High as well. Whitehead gets the inbounds pass with 4-3. Still with the ball. Forces up a long three ball. It's going to miss everything. So the fourth quarter is going to begin with the score. St. Ed's up 57-45 over Lorain High Titans. We'll take a break. Be right back after this.
Are you kidding me?
I-90 Nissan has over 300 new Nissans, NV commercial vehicles, and 100 used vehicles available. An award-winning service department and parts department, too, 4 years in a row. A clean slate program for those with less credit and rental vehicles available for your treated. Check out all the discounts, offers, specials, and services. Sheffield on Detroit Road.
Are you kidding me?
Attention. Campana's Pizza is coming to Elyria soon. Voted the #1 pizza for Campana's Pizza, 301 Broad Street. Opening
Sores, bone fractures, malnutrition, or if you or a loved one has been a victim of abuse from nursing. To find out if your case qualifies, call Attorneys Murner 9505 or online at murnerlawfirm.com.
8 more minutes left in this one. St. Ed's up 57-45 of Lorain High Titans, 12-point difference. All right, break it down into segments.
Well,
you've gotta.
Yeah, you got to. You got it. This one, I think, a 3-3-2 for the first 3 minutes here. Titans have got to find a way to get this into single digits, and then that next 3 get it to smaller single digits, and then that final 2 go break somebody's heart. But this is going to take the best defensive effort they've had all year here in this fourth quarter for Lorain.
Heads with the ball to start things off. Huffton works off the pick high, bounces outside, wants to work it down underneath. Ball poked away by Seth Wilson. There you go. There's some of that defense. Long pass forward. Whitehead on the push. Top of the key. Sends it out in the corner. Benjamin. Baseline drive. Gets turned away by Huffton. Sends it back out to Whitehead. Top of the key. Left wing. Puts it up and in.
Now you got to string another defensive stop here.
57-47 now with 7.5 remaining. The Lorain High fans and bench up on their feet right now. Montori Foster with the ball, waving people out of the lane.
Oh, that's a push off.
Yeah. Whitehead was looking for it. It's not going to be there. Foster into the lane, kicks it outside. Steve Logan hands off. Huffman there with 7:14 remaining in the ball game. Into the lane, stops and pops from 8. Gets his own rebound. How? I don't know. Logan to follow up for 3, and that's good.
That's just a killer.
He's got 5. There'll be a full timeout on the court with 7:06 remaining. 60-47 in favor of St. Ed's. We'll be right back after this.
Some people think businesses grow. I don't. I'm Ben of Buckeye Community Bank. I've worked in big where we have a chance to get to know our customers, and they also about people. If you own a business and are looking for a banking relationship to help your business grow, I invite you 233-8800 or visit Today and Tomorrow, your partner for growth. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Game on! Game on!
quickly becoming Lorain's hottest spot in town. Look at Game On Lorain.
The latest on Lorain County sports, 12 months a year, only on the Jim Allen Sports Report on WDLW Lorain.
60-47 in favor of St. Ed's. Lorain with some work to do now. That three ball was brutal.
Well, it was. I mean, they cut it to 10, and actually Ed's missed, but was able to get offensive rebound, kick out for the three, making it that much more difficult for the Titans here.
Whitehead with the ball out top, hands it off. Jordan Jackson gets it right back to him. Turns around, finds Benjamin. Lorain High wants to try to extend St. Ed's out away from the basket.
Well, they want to just try so they can dribble penetrate a little bit here.
No reason for Ed's right now to leave the paint, though. At least leave one or two guys in there. Wilson ducks in, ducks out, gets the ball poked away. Blanton with the opportunity going the other way, goes to the front of the rim and lays it in.
Yeah, they're just taking advantage of every mistake Lorain's making now.
Here we go the other way. Whitehead layup, no, but he'll be fouled, and that's probably going to be whistled on Montori Foster. I believe that's correct. That'll be his third. Team foul number 3 on St. Ed's. Aaron Whitehead will go to the line for a couple. Lorain struggled from the line tonight.
Cutting just 1 of 4 in the second half. And just 2 of 7 overall.
Hopefully Whitehead making better as he hits his first one. He's got 8 in the ball game. Billings will come back in. Sitting down will be Devontae Jackson. He's going to get some water. Whitehead will set for number 2. Puts it up and got it. He's got 9 now. 62-49 in favor of Eds. Here we go the other way. Huffman into the lane, creates some contact, gets rid of the ball, finds Bova, now back out top Blanton. We have 2-man game out on the edge with Huffman. He'll give it right back to him. 6:07 remaining in the ball game. Huffman goes behind his back, gives up the dribble, kicks it across. Bova now with the ball. There's Flannery looking for some help from the officials. He's not going to get it. They'll kick it outside. Logan launches the long 3 ball. Jackson will come down with it. The foul's going to be whistled underneath, and Grant Hoffman doesn't like the fact that he was whistled for his third.
I'll tell you what, somebody fouled him because I heard it all the way over here.
Yeah. Another big shout out to everybody joining us for the game on WLCS TV 20, on WDLW 98.9 and 1380, as well as our web presence, WDLWradio.com, and on the app. Good to have you with us here. 62-49, favor St. Ed's. Lorain High has the ball. 5:37 remaining in the ball game. Jordan Jackson into the lane, puts up the shot, got it to fall. Thought he may have been fouled as well. He's got 14.
Yeah, he did a nice job on that drive. And we're going to go here. Oh, wow.
You're going to get a foul over on that far side. Whitehead had position along the side. At least he thought he did.
See, and that's one where, as a coach, you're trying to understand because there's an official in front of the ball, right on the sideline, that did not make the call. That call came from quite a ways away. So then we're up to 6. So Ed's going to be going to the free throw line the rest of the night.
Bova, he can run from the side, somehow beats everybody into the lane, lays it up off the glass for his 6th point of the ball game.
It's just so quick, so relentless getting to the basket.
Jackson being just as quick, goes up. He may have been fouled. Ball poked away. Blanton comes up with it. He's going to go into cruise control mode again, drops it off to the right side. Bova there for the layup. He's got 8 now. Ed's starting to pull away, starting to feel it. They're up by 15 now, 66-51.
Yeah, just 4:50 left. Every mistake being magnified here.
Whitehead at top of the key, 15-footer, no. Rebound collected that time by Freer Brown. Here we go the other way. Devontae Blanton working up court, being harassed, goes to the rim, lays it up, can't get it to fall. Huffman layup, sets it in for another deuce. Huffman with 20 in the ball game. 68-51. Titan scoring has abandoned them here in this 4th quarter.
That second chance, you mentioned it, Don. Ed really ratcheted things up here defensively and offensively. This is definitely one of the better teams in the state of Ohio.
Jordan Jackson launches. Well, they are number 2.
Yep.
So, yeah, I would agree.
I mean, they're showing it.
Huffman, he'll go to the rim again, draws contact, but not before he puts another basket in. And there's a timeout off the Lorain High bench. It's a full timeout. We'll take a break as players come onto the court. We'll step away. We'll be right back with more after this.
The Lorain High Booster Club is proud to celebrate Jim Allen and his achievements. This year marks 50 years that Jim Allen has covered high school athletics, which makes it the longest-running daily show in radio history. Join the Lorain Boosters in honoring Jim for his commitment. Tickets and information, please email Dennis Shawver at yahoo.com. That's Dennis Shawver at yahoo.com.
Lorain Growth Corporation, representing Lorain since 1996. Lorain Growth Corporation brings in over 20,000 visitors to the downtown area with events like Winterfest, Brewfest, the Model Train, and the Caboose displays at Black River Landing. This summer, they'll be announcing another annual event, which will be announced soon. Visit LorainGrowth.org.
70-51 is the count here in Akron in favor of St. Ed's as they have pulled away.
Yeah.
Lorain High scored 20 points in that third quarter. Still lost the quarter.
Right. I mean,
That's a tough night.
Offensively, Ed's has just really got it going with just 3:50 left in the ball game. Obviously, Lorain's got to be perfect from here.
Benedict into the lane, shows the ball. He gets fouled. They're going to say it was on the floor. Going to whistle that on Montori Foster, I believe.
And that's their fifth, so Lorain will go inbounds under.
If it was on Foster, that'll be his fourth. Team foul, like you said, Coach, number 5. Ball comes in, Whitehead. If you're Lorain, you can't spend a lot of time setting this up. You've got to find shots quick. Wilson will create his own. He'll get fouled going to the rim. They'll go to the line for a couple. I think they're going to whistle that on Freer Brown. That'll be his third.
Grant Huffman's a really good player, and he's another one of those really good players that I don't think he thinks he's ever fouled anybody in his life.
Over there talking to Coach, who may agree with him, at least in that instance. Seth Wilson, free throw, gives him 15 points in the ball game. He has one more coming his way, down 70-52 with 3:38 remaining. Second free throw is also good, giving him 16. Full court pressure from the Titans. Huffman will get it. Billings will just trot up alongside him with kind of a half grin on his face. He'll kick it off to the right side. Foster, thought he might have taken an extra step over there. He'll spin, try to work back toward the blocks, and send it outside to Freer Brown. He'll find Huffman. Billings will check him. He'll go to the drive, lay up in 2, make it and 1.
Well, Ed's, pretty smart. Kind of spread the floor there a little bit with that 17-point lead. Take your time, shoot it when you get a good one, and Huffman's a pretty good one on that drive.
He's got 24 points in the ball game. Perfect from the line. That's only accounted for 4 of his points. Missed the free throw.
Oh, that's a violation.
You're not allowed to do that. He got to the rim before anybody else. Right, Benedict goes the other way. Ball tipped out of bounds by Foster. We were on the same page.
Well,
that's good.
Wow.
Right? 72-53 in favor of Eds now with 3:09 remaining. Lorain High will have the ball out of bounds. Billings will get it off to Seth Wilson. Right back to Whitehead. 3:02, 3:01. Billings on the right side. Works it inside. Wilson, nice ball fakes. Good spin move. Leaves the shot a little bit strong from about a dozen. Rebound, Montori Foster flips it out. Here comes Blanton right in front of us. Kicks it out, Bova. And Eds looks like they'll be content to burn some time for Lorain to let them.
Just 2:40 left here, up 19. Ed's definitely going to take their time.
Hoffman starts to work to the right side. Mishandles the ball. Bova right there to pick it up. Jaco Lee set to come in here for Lorain High. So Coach Rossitano may be working some guys through and out here. Foster into the lane, missed the shot. Back tip, foul's going to be whistled underneath. Who they going to call?
They're going to get Foster for over the back here. He was using Jackson
I believe
for
that's
a
going to be his. Well, I had him for 5, but that's not the case. Oh, they did. I was right. So Montori Foster is done for the night. Sub did come in for Lorain High.
All right. So
Brennan Raines will come in. Oh, we've got a slow moment here. A big thank you to all of the sponsors that came on today. Odd situation with the OHSAA limiting the number of folks that come to the game. Appreciate all of our community sponsors for helping us bring this game to everybody. Good to have all of you along. Billings, free throw 1, no. The 1-and-1 and left it up there. Pass down toward the block. Raines kicks it out. Bova now has the ball picked away by Billings. Still loose. Picked right back up by Bova. A little underhand pass. Blanton at the top. Drops underneath. Freer Brown from easy deuce. He's got 7. And what? Net issue. They're going to take advantage of the stoppage to get some players in. Love to know what was going on.
I don't know what that was all about.
Well, one of the Titans actually kind of pushed the ball up through the net, so I don't know if that was it, but
I thought he was pointing at you, partner.
Going to go ahead and get the sub in. Manning will come in, and Deontay Bennigan, one of the seniors for this Lorain High squad, will go sit down. Lorain High, by the way, as good as this team is, it's 17, and it'll end up being 17-9. Only 3 seniors and a boatload of juniors.
Well,
they'll be back.
It's a program. No,
that's it.
It's some teams have to rebuild. These guys, they reload. And it's not to say none of the seniors will be missed. They certainly will, but the younger guys have learned. The culture is there. Their turn to step up. It's coming.
Seth Wilson will trot up court. Devontae Jackson crosses over, flips it over across, sends it outside. Lee steps inside. No, he'll get fouled. He'll go to the line for a 1-and-1. See, they whistled this one on. They got that one on Bova. That'll be his second. Team foul number 8 on Eds. They certainly caught up in terms of the number of fouls. Jacob Lee, free throw 1 is good. His first point of the ball game. They're going to drop in another one. 74-54, 20-point difference with 1:49 remaining in favor of Eds. And Lee doing his work. Got both of those free throws, and Titans will at least throw a little bit of pressure out there. Devontae Jackson will go out and try to see Blanton.
Well, that's
He'll
not
take
legal.
an extra step and a half.
No. Yeah.
Young man covers a lot of space, but still requires the ball to touch the hardwood every once in a while.
Well, I tell you what, it's been a well-played game by both sides. Though.
True enough.
Turnovers limited.
Lee at the top, works it off, finds Devontae Jackson into the lane, tries to drop it underneath to Manning. That one will go out of bounds. We'll head the other way with 1:25 remaining.
Kiss of death, but that's the 10th turnover on the Titans. The Eds has turned it over 9 times.
It's a broadcaster jinx.
And that's pretty good, though. I mean, because both these teams have been pressuring the heck out of each other.
It's been solid all the way up and down. Huffman working up court for Eds. Continues with the dribble. Actually bounced that off of his thigh. Goes behind his back. Lee there to try to poke it away. Almost a takeaway there by Jackson, but Lee's body's open underneath, and a great pass from Blanton. Drops it off to Bova. He's got his 10th point of the ball game. 4 different players for Eds in double figures. Into the lane and another turnover. Less than a minute remaining, and I think if Lorain lets them, Eds will probably just dribble this one out, and I think that may end up happening.
Yeah, so here's my point. Lorain's not going to come out and get them. Eds isn't going to try to score.
Yeah.
So let's hit the home.
So we'll talk for the final 35 seconds now. And you want to definitely congratulate St. Ed's. They're going to move up to 25-1 on the season. The Titans got themselves into regional play again. And this is a program that in a lot of ways don't look for things to change anytime near soon in the land of the Titans.
No, they're the bar for Lorain County for sure, and at times they're in Northeast Ohio and entire state. But tonight, Ed's, it's a real good basketball team, and they deserve to be going on to play for a regional championship.
All right, with that, it will come to a close with the score 76-55, a 21-point win for St. Ed's. We'll take a little bit of a break. When we come back, we'll give you some stats analysis. Did ask John Rossitano to come over and talk to us after the ball game. We'll see if he'll do that. We'll take a break right now. We'll be back with more right after this on WDLW and WLCS TV 20.
Remember when you could read a telephone number without guessing? Is that a 4 or a 9, a 6 or an 8? Or what about understanding your vision benefits? The professionals at Lang Optical can help you with small vision changes that you may not even really notice. Select the right glasses for you while taking full advantage of your vision benefits. Lang Optical, 280 South Logan Street, just
Community College offers programs designed to get you to the finish line quickly and affordably. Our advisors are ready to help you navigate the process and get you started toward a better future. Learn more at loraincccc.edu. That's lorainccc.edu. Start your story today at Lorain County Community College.
It's Truck Month at Slimans of Amherst, and Chris Kep is my guy to go to for 3 reasons. Honest, fair, and trustworthy. It's what we all want when purchasing a vehicle. Call Chris Kep today, 440-420-0681, or stop in the showroom. Ask for Chris Kep at Slimans of Amherst.
Hall Rentals. If you're looking for a place to have a holiday party, a wedding, family reunion, you don't have to be a member to rent the Slovak Club halls. They can provide either buffet or sit-down catering. 24 at 11 a.m. for lunch through dinner. Say hi to the people who make you feel special at the American Slovak Club on Broadway in Lorain.
In addition to fixing cars in Lorain for the past 78 years, the Music family has supported Lorain City Schools. Current owner John Music and Chris, one of the technicians, are Lorain City School graduates, and they, along with Jimmy, continue the tradition of high-quality auto repair at a fair price. When your car needs service, bring it to Music's Auto Care. With deep roots in the community, they'll treat you right. And from everyone at Music's Auto Care, go Titans!
One more Campana's meatball, and she says she is leaving me. Well, so long, honey, because I can't be denied those meatballs. Campana's Pizza, 203 West 8th Street in Lorain. Call 440-242-0627. It's Campana's Pizza.
If you own a bike, and I mean a motorcycle, when you insure it, you want to insure it with an agency that is familiar with motorcycles to make sure the coverage is right for you. Hi, I'm Mark Janasco, and my brother and I ride, and we know motorcycles. I also work at Janasco Insurance Agency. A question I get a lot is, which motorcycle insurance is the best? Well, that depends on you and your bike. We customize policies based on customers' needs. Call me, Mark Janasco, at Janasco Insurance. We ride, we protect, we care. Janasco Insurance since 1953 in downtown Lorain.
The Lorain High Booster Club is proud to celebrate Jim Allen and his achievements. This year marks 50 years that Jim Allen has covered high school athletics, which makes it the longest-running daily show in Lorain County radio history. Join the Lorain Boosters in honoring Jim for his commitment to youth sports and academics at this year's annual Foundation Dinner on October 3rd. For tickets and information, please email Dennis Shawver at yahoo.com. That's Dennis Shawver at yahoo.com.
Game on! Game on! Game on Lorain in the Ariel on Broadway Hotel is quickly becoming Lorain's hottest spot in town. 2 thumbs up on the entire menu, wings, burgers, and more. It's Game on Lorain on Broadway. Like them on Facebook at Game on Lorain. It's Truck Month at Slimans of Amherst, and Chris Kep is my guy to go to for 3 reasons. Honest, fair, and trustworthy. It's what we all want when purchasing a vehicle. Call 0681 or stop in the showroom.
I want to welcome you back here to the home of the Zips. Go Zips all over the place. Big thank you to everybody here at Akron. Nice job kind of putting on the show here, and had to make some changes in the last several hours. Did a nice job, though, so we certainly appreciate that. Coach, we'll take a look at our final stats here in a little bit, but I really want to kind of walk through this game and kind of get some analysis from the coaching perspective on this one. You know, you came out with a nice start. It was a 3-point difference at the end of the first quarter. It was a 7-point difference at the end of the second, or at the end of the half. Bumped up with another 5 points, so a 12-point difference at the end of the third quarter. It's just this constant progression. Probably one of the things that we talk about in terms of the Titans and the way they play basketball. They wear on you, and they just kind of build up quarters on you, and that's kind of what happened tonight with the Eagles.
Good analogy. I mean, they did. They just constantly need to talk. Well, it was 3, then it was 7, then it was 11.
Yeah.
Now it's, ends up 21, and that's what they do. That's what Eds does. They keep pressure on you on both ends of the floor. You don't have time to relax on defense because they're constantly attacking the basket. And obviously their defense is just nothing but nonstop, and they're interchangeable. So they can switch things. it's not like you can get a lot of mismatches against them, whereas they have the advantage when you got about 3-6-6 kids out there. They're able to get some mismatches on you, and this is just a very, very good basketball team. Titans certainly battled, and for the majority of this game, we're within striking distance.
Oh, yeah.
But in the end, Ed's just, like you said, kind of wore on them and put it away, going away, and they're going to be heading to Toledo to play in that regional final on Saturday.
They're going to take on the winner of the Lima Senior Toledo Start game, which is being played right now and probably about done as well. We can probably kind of figure that out, but not as much a concern for us right now since Lorain High is done. We talked about it a little bit during the fourth quarter, but this is a team that will be back. Tip of the cap to the three seniors, Aaron Whitehead, Jordan Jackson, and Deontay Benegin, who were kind of honored as they came out of the ball game. The leadership in a program like this is tough. The expectation, you talked about the bar being high, expectations of seniors on this squad even higher.
Well, yeah, and think about what happened. About middle of the year, everyone was saying the same thing. What's wrong with Lorain?
Yeah.
I mean, because of the expectation. Well, Lorain's going to go out and they're going to go beat somebody, and they're going to beat somebody. And hey, they had a rough period there, about a 2-week period where they were facing some adversity, and were able to overcome that. Do what they do so well is play good basketball in the tournament, win the district tournament. And you're right, 3 seniors who had very nice years, very nice careers here at Lorain High. And now younger guys need to step up. And obviously, when you've got a Seth Wilson sitting there that's coming back for his senior season, you can build around him. Yeah, you're going to be pretty good.
Yeah, no doubt. With that, I think we'll go ahead and say goodbye to everybody here on WLCS TV 20. Appreciate the fact that you joined us for the broadcast tonight, and hopefully we'll be back with you next year as well. We'll see you next time. For everybody listening on radio, stick around. We've got stats coming up your way, and we'll wrap things up here from Akron right after this on WDLW 98.9, 1380, and WDLWradio.com.